Okay, welcome to day 2 of having a functioning FPV drone and looking for places to fly it. Let's talk about CASA rules and regulations, because I was having a closer look at those last night just to make sure I am in as much compliance as I possibly can be. And it's really confusing when it comes to discerning between the 250 gram or sub 250 gram limit and the 250 gram to 2 kilo limit when it comes to recreational flying. Because on the CASA website, it outlays sort of the basic rules you got to follow. You know, stay under 120 meters, don't fly at night, don't fly within 30 meters of people, don't fly over private property without permission, don't fly over national parks or reserves. And then it goes on to describe if your drone, or sort of like, I don't know. I got to look at the website. I'm going to just record another bit and stick it in here once I'm a little more clear on what it is I'm exactly confused about.
Turns out I was confused over absolutely nothing. There's just this one thing here that just the wording was a bit shit. So you must not fly your drone if it's closer than 5.5 kilometers to a controlled airport, blah, 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 if your drone weighs more than 250 grams. You can operate indoors provided the drone can't get out of the building. So I'm an idiot and I thought this was saying if your drone weighs more than 250 grams, you can only fly it indoors. But that only applies to if you're within 5.5 kilometers of an airport. Otherwise, you don't need a remote pilot license. If it weighs more than 25 kilograms, then you need approval to fly.
In any case, I was on Google Maps, I was hunting around, I was cross-referencing it with one of those CASA-approved databases that tells you where you can and can't fly. Where I live, there's a military base, so there's this just huge fucking swath of restricted airspace that is annoying as fuck, because I gotta drive at least a half hour to go somewhere I can fly. But that's fine, whatever. You know, I want to obey the laws as much as possible, so I'm making that effort, and I'm looking for secluded places with no people. Like yesterday when we flew at that park, that was pretty close to perfect. There was a couple people who showed up, but that was pretty good. I don't know if we'd get that lucky again at that particular park, just because it was Christmas Day, and it was around lunchtime when we were there. But anyway, I think I've found a place today. That's where we're heading right now. We're gonna scope that out. We're on the we're sort of at the arse end of an industrial area here, and at the foot of the Blue Mountains. And I think up here, well, to our left is, you can't really see it because there's like a wall or something here, but there's some kind of construction or something over here. But for the most part, I don't know how up to date the Google Maps imaging is, but it just looks like empty fields. But I'm not seeing empty fields, I'm seeing like trucks and demountables and shit. I'm seeing empty fields now, but I think, yeah, I think this will be good. And if I crash in there, it's not gonna... Oh, it's some kind of quarry, it looks like. That's cool. So yeah, if I crash in there, I don't have too many reservations about hopping the fence, climbing in, and going to retrieve the thing. But there's a couple of things I want to test today. One of them is GPS rescue. And so my understanding for that is, what I need to do is, when I first power on the drone, before I arm it, I gotta wait for it to collect satellites. So that's what we'll do. We'll turn it on, we'll wait for it to get satellites, then we'll fly it about 100 to 200 meters away, land, and then try and do GPS rescue. But also, what else do I want to try? I want to try like turtle mode and a few other things. I want to just like get familiar with the different options that I've sort of mapped to the different switches on the controller. I think, yeah, committing that stuff to memory sooner than later is going to be beneficial to my my drone flying experience in the long run. Just like flying a simulator has been a pretty fucking positive thing to have done in terms of committing stuff that you want to commit to memory. Like, okay, we're getting kind of far away from that quarry now. That's good. This is more sort of just like, I think just, I don't think it's a national park or a reserve or anything. Oh, and we are at the end of the road here. So there's a fence, we can't go in there, at least not easily. This is clearly a favorite spot for people to come do doughies. But yeah, I don't think this is not private property. This is oh, it says right there, private property, no trespassing. Under 24 hours surveillance. Oh, do I do it? Should I just fucking send it? Well, Let's go. Let's explore. Oh, no, we can't go down this way because restricted airspace is literally... There's a body of water here on the right, and pretty much the end of that body of water is where the restricted airspace begins. So we can't, unfortunately, go down there, which sucks. I think we should just fly here. Fuck it. We'll just fly out into this field. Maybe if we're daring over that water, just sort of see how far we can go. And if I crash in there, I'll just, fuck it, I'll just have to run in and and retrieve the thing. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to stay in the car because it's fucking super hot. I'm just going to pop this guy out on the hood. Like a fucking renegade. Pocket is on. Let's get power to this thing. So I did a few revisions of this thing and I got it. Funny, the first one I did, the holes were like, they didn't line up with the USB ports, but now we got it. And I moved this from the bottom to the top because when I wear this on my belt, I would wear it on my right side, and then I want the cord to sort of come out toward my butt rather than out the front. So small change there. Yeah, let's get power to that. All right, we got a picture and we got 0 satellites. Why have we got 0 satellites? LQ 7 colon or semicolon 100. I guess that's good. Yeah, we got no GPS at all. I'm recording DVR now, so you should be able to see what I see. I'm going to try and figure out how to overlay, because the goggles do output a .osd file, but I've got no clue yet how to actually bring that into my video editor and get that on top of this footage. Oh, hey, we got 4 satellites. Okay, so it does take a while. I remember someone said that it does take a while to lock satellites, especially when you use a MB8, I think it is, GPS, rather than the newer MB10 or whatever it's called. So I guess we'll just wait a few minutes and hopefully collect some more satellites. I think we need about 8. Once we got 8, I'll arm it and we'll do a little fly and see how we go. Also, being inside the car is nice because I got the air conditioner on, so I'm not sweating, not fogging up, so I'm getting a better idea of what it's like to use these goggles under optimal conditions. Still, it's like looking through a fucking tube. Got the vignetting on the corners. Not much I can do about that. It's still uncomfortable on my face, across the bridge of my nose and my forehead. So, and that's something I want to sort of talk more about today, I think. Oh, we just got another satellite. Number 5. I want to be able to form a solid opinion on these goggles and whether goggles are for me or not. Obviously, I can't fully form a opinion yet because I still haven't got the screen. I got to fly with the screen as well as the goggles, but here we've got beautiful conditions. It's a nice sunny day. I'm inside with the air conditioning, so I'm not a sweaty, gross fuck. And I think this is about as good as it's going to get for me to experience flying FPV with goggles, as you all seem to believe is the optimal way to do it. Well, I mean, there might be some people who prefer to fly with screens. I'm not alone in that. Still on 5 satellites. I don't know if we're going to do better than that. Maybe we should just send it. Okay, 6 satellites. I think it's time to go. There's no one driven through here. There's no people or anything. I think this is going to be good. So we got 6 satellites. I think we should just do it. Hey, all right. Okay, we're arming. We got 7 satellites. I don't think we're armed. We're disarmed. What have I done wrong? Oh, here we go. Okay, we are armed. I think I just hit something. It's flying a little shaky. Something's not right. Let's bring it in for a landing. Okay. So one thing with goggles is you can never let sunlight get in there because apparently the lenses will magnify the light on the screen and burn it. So we're just going to hide those in the dark in there. Drone is disarmed. All right, let's hop out and have a look. See how my hand's like this? Mm-hmm. So twist the thing on the front. Other way. There we go. Oh, not too far. Yeah, there we go. So now something definitely felt off then when I was flying. Like there's a bit of wobble. Okay, that needs to be tightened. That one's good. That one's good. Did you notice when we took off? Did the propellers hit something like a windscreen wiper on the car or?
Maybe hit something on the top.
Maybe? You're not sure?
Yeah.
That's okay. So, all right, I'm going to grab my screwdriver. We'll tighten that up. and then we'll try to take off again. Just make sure they're really fucking tight. This one I noticed is a bit loose. Hopefully that's all it is. It's actually, I can't tighten it because, oh, there we go. Because the bell wants to fucking tighten. Ugh. Okay. All right, those are all rock fucking solid. Hopefully that's all we had to do. Now let's try flying again. Oh, the battery. Bloody, okay. So that's annoying. Battery doesn't fit super securely in there, so that can fall out pretty easily. Propellers are all tightened down, all cinched down, I think as hard as they will go, at least with my weak hands. All right, so far so good. Now, that's better. I think, oh, we're in angle mode. That's weird. Okay, there we go, air mode. Fuck yeah. Oh, so much smoother. Okay, yeah, so before it was like shaky. It was like it wouldn't want to fly normally, but now it seems good. But I'm noticing my camera angle is super low, which is making it a little weird to fly. So let's come back. Hopefully I can do a smoother landing this time. That last one was a bit rough. Up. Cool, not bad. All right, camera adjusted. We should be good. Fuck. Arming. Ooh. Alright, fuck yeah. So yeah, gotta be mindful of those power lines to the right. Definitely don't want to hit those. I'm gonna fly away. Oh. Okay, I got flashing red warnings around the sides of my screen. Okay, I've come back closer and they've gone away. So let's fly back out toward the water and try and figure out what those are about. So, as I get to the water's edge and fly out over the water, yeah, I'm getting flashing red. And it's, I think it's to do with my video quality. Yeah, so the video quality is turning to absolute shit. So that's kind of the limits of my range. At least from being inside the car here. With the goggles strapped to my head under the roof of the car, so. Yeah, what about this way? Let's go down here a bit. Keeping in mind we can't go too far because there is restricted airspace up here. Oh boy. Oh, picture went real bad there. And froze for a second. Okay, so I can't go that far at all. But what I can do, maybe, is fly down this road a little bit. Oop. Maybe stop off to the side here. Okay, we're in for a land. Oh, shit. Okay. I've disarmed, and I've lost picture. Okay, all right, let's go for a little drive. You hear that? Oh, there it is, you found it. Yeah. Cool. So we should be okay. Let's bring it over here. Yeah, so the range isn't great between this and the goggles. I'm not sure what I can do to improve that, but I mean, we only come maybe like 100 meters or so, which, like, we were just parked up there at the top of that bend. Yeah, so we haven't really come that far, but whatever, let's send it again. Let's try it again. Let's just do some leisurely fly. Oh my God, there's a car right there. I hope they didn't see the drone. What are they doing? Are they coming back? Are they stopping? Are they gonna... Just let me know what that car does. Let me know if they come back. Yeah, range, getting the flashing red lights already. I guess my car is blocking the signal somewhat, which makes sense. We're at 22.6 volts. I think we'd get better range if we got outside of the car. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I can do right now to improve my range. But don't really want to get out of the car because it's super hot out there. So I guess, oh yeah, that image is breaking up real bad. Woo.
Alright, yeah, I can't go too far. I'm gonna lose signal. So I just gotta stay over here. Do a little flip. Can you see it out there to our front left? Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Can you see it? 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 Whoop!
Wow.
That's so irresponsible. I'm sorry. I wish you could see the video. This is also why a screen would be better, so people who are with me can see what I see. I know you can do HDMI out into... Well, I mean, that's exactly how I would use a screen. I'd go HDMI out from these goggles, and then you would be able to see what I see on a monitor. But, like... Lost my train of thought. I'm focused too much on flying. It's hard to fly and speak. Okay, yes, let's talk about goggles. Yes, this is immersive, because all I can fucking see is the screen in front of me, which is, yeah, obviously important. And I'm out of battery, so let's just bring this in for a landing. And oh, that was rough. That was rough. Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Picked up some sticks again. That seems to be a feature of landing poorly amongst long grass, as I seem prone to do, which then makes the motors feel a little crunchy because there's like sticks or whatever in there. Yeah, so I really got to be mindful of that. Okay, yeah, goggles. Definitely, once you're flying, you don't notice that they're uncomfortable so much because you're really focused on flying. They are still, like, I'm a bit sweaty at the moment, but because I'm in the air-conditioned car, I didn't get the problem I had yesterday with them fogging up, so that's a nice plus. It is immersive, yes, I'll give you that, because obviously I can't see anything else except for the screen in front of me, so it is forcing me to focus. However, I don't know, I feel pretty damn focused when I'm flying on a monitor as well in the simulator. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting the monitor and flying that way, because I think if that's just as immersive and just as effective a way to fly, then I will just use the goggles as a receiver, or maybe even sell them and buy just the receiver unit on its own, because, yeah, I'm not sold on this yet. I'm really not. So if I use the monitor and the monitor ends up being like more of a clunky experience and worse than the goggles or less convenient, then yeah, I guess we'll just stick with goggles. But maybe it's a thing where it's both have their place. Maybe there's days like today that are super bright and sunny where if I had tried to fly in the car here with a monitor, maybe like with a printed bracket so it was on my steering wheel here, if I tried to fly like that and the glare just makes it impossible, then maybe a situation like that, it would be good to have the goggles on hand. In any case, we've got one more battery, so let's do another little flight and then we'll call it a day. Thank you for watching again, joining me on my little journey here into FPV. Please subscribe. I should have done this last night, but I didn't modify this yet, so I'm still having to... Oh, check that out. Zoom in on that little guy. We got a friend living with us here in the car. Hey, buddy, you want to go outside? Yeah, so I haven't modified this yet, but I am going to do that because right now I have to sort of push this up like that to make sure that the battery has proper clearance from the props. Power. Oh, I haven't tested the GPS thing. Let's do that. Let's fly it straight down here to the end of this. Let's fly it straight down here to the end of this path. Land it, hit the GPS button. Hopefully it'll fly back to us. So first things first, going to go plonk this down outside, connect the power, and wait for some satellites. So I'm going to try and get this guy out of the car. Come on. Come on. I know you like it in here, but there's no food in here. You're going to do better out in the wild rather than this man-made machine. Oh, hello. Okay, let's get you out. There somewhere. Okay. All right, we have 10 satellites. Let's fucking do this thing. Now, if I remember right, I've mapped GPS Rescue to the very forward front one of these. God, I should really double check that in Betaflight though, shouldn't I? Oh no. Oh, you know what? You know what? The worst that could happen is, I don't know, we crash. So let's just
let's just get in the air and do this. All right, so I'm arming the drone. Kicking up a lot of dirt. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to fly over here, just down to the end of the road here. Hopefully, still not great at landing. Boom. Oh, we're upside down. Okay, so this will be a good opportunity to test. Oh, and I lost picture. Transmitter is disconnected. Oh, transmitter's back. Okay, let's try turtle mode. And we lost picture again. VTX overheating, 91 degrees. Crash flip switch. All right, no, we're not gonna. VTX overheating. We need to power down. All right, let's go save the drone. Let's go for a walk. Come on. Actually, I suppose I could have just driven down, couldn't I? This is a bit silly. Time is kind of the essence right now because the VTX is overheating, which is bad because can it cook itself to death or will it just power down and save itself? I actually don't know. I would hope that it would just turn itself off and not suffer some sort of catastrophic failure due to heat, but we will see. I don't know if Cadex are that crafty, but yeah, we got a upside down drone right now. So let's pull the power first and foremost, and the VTX. Ooh, yeah, it's fucking toasty. Okay, fuck yeah. Okay, maybe we won't worry about the Oh no! Did you? Maybe we won't worry about the VTX. That's the security guy. So I'm gonna bug out now. That's enough for today, I think. Cheers. Bye bye.